Many women hear of lists of foods that they shouldn't eat during pregnancy and then after having the baby wonder what they should or shouldn't eat while nursing. And generally speaking, there's not a list of foods that are okay and foods that aren't okay. You can just eat whatever you'd like to in the amounts that you'd like to, whenever you'd like to, and see if it makes a difference for your baby. If you notice that your baby ends up being particularly fussy after something, then start keeping a food journal. And if you notice that it makes your baby fussy on a regular basis, then that's something you'll want to cut out of your diet. For example, when I started nursing, there's a favorite restaurant of ours that we love to go to, and I'd get what I'd always gotten before, and our baby was fussy that night, but I didn't think anything of it. I thought, maybe it's the food, probably not. I guess I was just a glutton for punishment, because next time we went back, I got the same thing and our baby was fussy. It was kind of an experiment I was conducting, and then after the third time when our baby was fussy, I just knew that I couldn't eat that until I'd stopped nursing because it affected our baby all night. So you may find certain things that your baby doesn't like, but there's, generally speaking, nothing that you have to start out avoiding. A lot of people hear about spicy foods, then, think that they'll cause their babies to be fussy or affect their tummies or cause gas and problems. But there are a lot of other countries around the world that eat very spicy foods on a regular basis, and their babies aren't any fussier than babies in the United States, where we eat a blander diet. So again, just try it and see what happens. Other parents have questions about things like honey because they've been told that newborns can't eat honey, and that is true. Babies should not be given honey for the first year. But a mother can eat honey because the problem is not going to pass through the breast milk and affect her baby. It's because botulism spores can be found in honey and affect the mother's gut, but those, again, aren't going to be passed to the baby. If the baby were to ingest them, though, their immune systems are weak and they could become very, very sick from that. So again, avoid that until after their first birthday. Another question that nursing mothers frequently have is, will the fat content of her diet affect the fat content of the baby's milk? And actually it doesn't. It will affect the types of fats that make it into the milk, but not necessarily the amount. One of the things you can tell yourself when you're pregnant and you keep watching those pounds inch up on the scale is that you develop maternal fat stores during pregnancy so that you can make good milk while you're nursing. So it's actually nature's way of making sure there's something there to make good milk with later on. Some mothers also wonder about acidic foods, like if we eat tomatoes or citrus on an empty stomach, it can irritate our stomach. But this isn't something that you have to worry about when you're nursing. Now, as for fish, when you were pregnant, you probably heard that you should avoid fish that have a really high mercury content. This is like tilefish, swordfish, king mackerel, and you should continue to avoid those while nursing. When it comes to other types of fish, you should limit your consumption to about 12 ounces per week. This would be like shellfish, shrimp, and canned fish like tuna, those types of things. Now, for your own health and well-being and that of your babies, you should continue to think about food preparation and how well foods are cooked. It would still be good to avoid foods that are undercooked or raw, like raw meats, raw eggs, those sorts of things. And also be sure that you're decontaminating your surfaces after you prepare meat at home. If you have any questions in the future for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.